Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're doing something a bit different, a special briefing. We're calling it the AI Daily Deep Dive. And get this, it was entirely researched and generated using artificial intelligence. Our goal here is pretty simple. Quickly unpack the 5 biggest AI news stories that broke today, Monday, September 29th, 2025.
Yeah, it's quite a mix we've got. These sources give a really interesting snapshot of AI hitting, well, everything. Commerce, creativity, security, even politics.
All in one day.
Exactly. So let's dive into this stack. Where are we starting?
Okay, first up, Hollywood's buzzing, maybe not in a good way, about Tilly Norwood. She's an AI-generated actress.
Tilly, developed by Xicoia, which spun out of that AI production company, Particle 6.
And apparently major talent agencies in Hollywood are already interested, seriously interested.
But the backlash was immediate and pretty fierce. You had actors like Mara Wilson stepping up, asking, why use AI composites of real women instead of just hiring them?
Good question.
And then the Italian filmmaker Luca Guadagnino, he didn't mince words, called it the end of the industry as we know it. Pretty dramatic.
Wow. But the creator, Eline Van der Velden, she's defending Tilly.
Oh. Right. She argues Tilly isn't meant to replace human actors. It's more like a creative work, piece of art in itself. A new genre, basically.
A whole new genre. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a take. All right. Shifting gears completely now. Story number 2, agentic commerce. OpenAI just launched instant checkout in ChatGPT.
Yeah, this is big. It essentially turns ChatGPT into a marketplace. They're starting with U.S. Etsy sellers.
And expanding fast.
You bet. Shopify brands like Skims, Glossier, they're coming soon.
So how does this actually work? Is it secure?
Well, that's the interesting part. It runs on something called the Agentic Commerce Protocol. It's an open standard they developed with Stripe.
Okay.
The idea is secure, verified transactions, all within the chat. And crucially, you, the user, have to explicitly confirm every single step. Plus, product rankings are based purely on relevance, no sponsored spots.
Relevance-based, no ads, that's different. But, where there's new tech, there are usually new scams. Story 3 takes us into that darker side. AI-enabled fraud.
Definitely darker. We're talking deep fakes on platforms like TikTok. There's this specific case involving Charles Ray. He's an 84-year-old creator, makes joke videos.
Oh, I think I know who you mean. What happened?
Scammers totally copied his voice and his image using AI, made fake videos of him.
To do what?
Get this, promoting fake charities like struggling animal rescues, but also selling actual products like these dachshund slippers for $34.98.
Wait. Deepfake tech for dog slippers. That feels oddly specific and low rent for such sophisticated fraud.
It sounds weird, but that's how efficient these scams can be now. And the really terrible part, accountability seems, well, non-existent. The FBI gets thousands of complaints daily.
Thousands daily.
Yeah. But platforms like TikTok, according to the reports, they often fail to take the content down even when it's flagged.
That's deeply concerning. Which kind of leads us into story 4, doesn't it? Misinformation in the political sphere.
It does indeed. This involves former President Donald Trump sharing an AI-generated video.
On Truth Social, what was it about?
It was promoting medbed technology, that concept from QAnon lore.
Oh, right. The miracle beds that supposedly cure everything, regrow limbs. That stuff.
Exactly that stuff. And the video was styled like a fake Fox News segment. It even had AI versions of Trump himself and Lara Trump.
Seriously, an AI version of himself promoting this.
And it stayed up for about 12 hours.
And there's a money angle too, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. People were apparently selling physical medbed cards online for like $447 the very same day that video appeared. Direct monetization of the conspiracy theory powered by AI.
Wow. From slippers to medbeds, the range is something. Okay, final story. Let's talk about the foundation for all this AI stuff, the cloud.
Right. Story 5. AI's $600 billion blind spot. The cloud computing market.
Because everything AI does runs on this infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
But it's not really regulated like other utilities.
Pretty much. It's dominated by just 3 big players. Yeah. The hyperscalers, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud.
And regulators are worried.
Yeah. Reports are pointing to market failure, too much concentration, high costs if you want to switch providers.
The switching costs. Like those egress fees, they charge you a ton just to take your own data out.
Exactly. It locks you in. Vendor lock-in. Big time.
So what's the proposed fix? How do you break that lock-in?
Well, they're looking at some heavy-duty options. Things like mandatory structural separation, breaking up the companies, applying neutrality rules, maybe capping those egress fees.
Okay.
And even designating the cloud itself as critical national security infrastructure. That's a big step.
Yeah, that definitely sounds serious. Okay, so let's try and tie this all together. We've gone from AI actresses sparking Hollywood debates to AI enabling direct shopping, then deepfake scams selling slippers, political misinformation via AI videos, and finally the massive kind of unregulated cloud holding it all up.
It really shows AI isn't just, one single thing. It's everywhere, hitting every sector.
And raising a ton of questions along the way.
It really does. And it presents this fascinating paradox, doesn't it? Think about it. AI is apparently sophisticated enough now to build an open, secure commerce protocol,
Hmm.
but it's also simple enough for scammers to create pretty much undetectable fraud or for pushing political disinformation easily.
So the question for you listening is, how do we deal with that if the tech can do both incredible and incredibly harmful things almost simultaneously?
How do our laws, our ethics, how do they need to change to actually ensure some real accountability here?
That's definitely something to chew on as you think about these 5 stories. Thanks for joining us for this AI Daily Deep Dive.